Good morning, everybody. Painblade back here again. Server 1, representing ISC. First, guys, I just want to go through a little bit of formalities. I want to thank everybody so much for the feedback, the positive feedback, and the words of encouragement and all the messages you guys have been sending yesterday about the spreadsheet that I created for the community and the whole team building video altogether. Seems like a lot of people have learned a few things here and there, and that's the goal of this channel, guys. It's to educate and to help all types of players, all levels of players. And if there's something that you guys are missing or are wondering about, I'm available through Discord. I know a lot of you were worried about me being overwhelmed, and quite honestly, it is a little bit sometimes. But as an adult, I manage my time, and I will definitely get back to you guys if it's not right away. I will get back to you sometime. So guys, we're going to take a break from the team building. I know I made one team. I'm going to go back to another team soon for you guys to show you guys the various different teams. But we're going to jump back into another showcase today. And, we got the formalities out of the way. And again, thank you so much for the support. But we're going to cover what I consider to be the best tank in the game, hands down, almost at any level, actually. So we're going to cover Gaara today. So let's jump into it, guys. I'm going to go through the usual thing. I'm going to go through my Shinobi list. Now, I've got Gaara at 5-star. There he is, and I've actually now started to focus on my main 9, so I'm hoping that we get to see some big numbers. But Gaara today in Arena was only level 65 when I fought with him, so I've done all my Arena matches, but now I've put him to 72, I believe, and I've boosted up his power by about 12k. So let's jump into Gaara and look at his usual thing. Let's look at the artwork. Now, as you guys all are aware, he has the one tail, so you can see the hand right there coming out. He's got that gourd on his back always with that sand, and honestly, this is easily one of my favorite pieces of artwork. I love the color, I love the flash, I love his confidence, and I love the fact that they show the one tail. This is the first time I've actually seen one of the Jinchuri's parts actually show, right? So this is really cool. One of the nice browns represents sand really well. A good job representing the Prince of Persia of Shinobi, the Shinobi world. So let's jump into his link bonuses. Alright, so to get the most out of Gaara, you need the following, guys. To get his attack 20% plus, you need the siblings, of course. You need Kankaru and Tamari. And these guys are easy to get. They're very easily farmable, and you can get them in the Shinobi coin shop if you're brand new and you don't have them. And actually, for Kankara, you can actually pull his fragment from the Rio summons when you're pulling for speed scrolls, vitality pots, as well as EXP pots and gamma coins, right? So very, very easy to get, guys. That should be pretty much a standard for everybody. The one below it is a little harder. You need Daru, which you can get from, it was trying to think here, I think it's the Tower of Eternity coins. Now, you can also use the Shinobi coins to get his 1-star, which I did, and I'll be focusing on him eventually. And, of course, you need the UR Kakashi. Now, not everybody has Kakashi, even though he is the top player in the game right now, a single player. But he is very common still because you can pull him from Legends. So a lot of you will have him. This is probably one of the harder ones to get, of course, for his defense. But Gaara is a tank, so you really want to get these two for sure. And again, you can get Kakashi 1-star from the Shinobi coin exchange. So definitely do that. And then lastly, to get his HP 20%, you need Tsunade and Ai. Of course, they're all Hokages here, or Kages, sorry, not Hokages, they're Kages. So having these two are not that hard anymore either, because you can actually farm them now through the elite missions if you're at chapter 13 and 14 respectively. So guys, that's the list here. Now, that Gaara's a D, so a D tank, or a D type, sorry, so that makes him a tank. Gaara's probably got the highest defense in the game, bar none. Some people are reaching at 11,000 defense for him, and he's also got extremely high attack for a D unit. So Gaara actually brings a lot to the table, not just as somebody who soaks damage and makes your team better, but he actually brings in a ton of damage through his regular attacks and his special attacks. And he doesn't even have anything like higher attack on A's or anything like that. He just straight does a lot of damage, and he has a really big HP pool. As you can see here in the bottom, he is 72 in tier 14 right now, so that does give him a little bit of a boost from the usual tier 13s that I show, but he's sitting around 205,000 HP. His attack is almost 30k, which is really high, and then his defense is almost at 10k. So I mean, he's pretty buffed up character, guys. So at any level, Gaara really brings a lot to the table. Now, one thing Gaara does lack, of course, is his speed. Gaara is probably one of the slowest characters in the game, and being a UR makes it even harder because UR scrolls are really hard to get, right? You can only get them either from the special shop every Monday, where you can purchase them, or you can get them from the Richimaru shop. And I believe those are the only two ways to actually get those scrolls. So getting him higher in speed is going to be a lot more difficult for you to play, but you can also toss him in the energy field, in order to give him the 275 plus bonus speed. So let's actually jump into his skill set. All right. So skills. Now, Gaara, hands down, for sure. There's no doubt about it. He's got the best skill set for a tank. This is what you want in your tank to do. So Sand Burial. Let's see what he does here. So deals damage to one enemy. It does 100% plus 148, which is insanely high. Boosts all allies guard rate by 43.55%. Now I've got some numbers for you guys from yesterday. I did a lot of number crunching yesterday. So I'm going to show you guys my testing, okay? So I'll show you how important that really is for Gaara. And as a matter of fact, the whole team. Okay, so he increases it by 43.55%, and then boosts all allies guard damage rate by 32.84%. And increases all allies chakra by almost 6,000 if his own HP is below 50% or 50% or below. Now, why is that so important? Is because Gaara, being a tank, he will take damage, he will soak damage, he will survive, and then he will also provide you guys with a ton of chakra back. And this is all allies. So he is a chakra machine if you get him low enough in HP. So let's see here. What else does he have? I will connect with the people of this village and survive. Of course, Gaara being a loner that he was, now he's a people's person all of a sudden. This actually boosts all allies guard rate by 47.1%. Now I want to point something out here, guys. All buffs stack. So if you have guard rate at 47.1% with this trait, with this go off, and then you have Sand Burial go off, that's going to give you another 43%. You're now guaranteed to almost do 90% guard rate, and this last trait actually already gives you more. So you're going to be at 100% guard rate, which means you're going to be reducing damage by minimum 50% of the damage incoming. So that second skill is so important. If you can boost that vitality up to get this proc all the time, your whole team is going to be guarding 50% of the time for 50% of the incoming damage. This is crazy. So, and that also applies, guys, to all moves. That's special moves, special jutsus, and normal attacks, right? So keep that in mind, AoE included. So that alone makes your entire team better, right? And then, of course, being a URD, he's got attack up and HP boost up at medium. And then lastly, his fourth trait as Kazekage. He boosts all active allies damage reduction rate. So now he's reducing your damage as well at the start of the turn by 26%, and he's boosting all of your allies' guard rate by 23.55. Now let's stack these, right? 23.55 plus 47, right? That's what, at 70% now? And then add in another 43. You've now exceeded the 100% mark. You're now guarding 100% of the time. So super, super, super OP. Like, if you don't understand how OP that is, guys, you guys need to do some testing for yourselves. And you guys will see what I'm talking about. Because the amount of damage that he does, damage reduction that he gives your entire team is ludicrous. So keep that in mind, okay? So what I'm going to do here, before I go any further, I'm going to give you guys some numbers. I did some testing yesterday, okay? So I took a team of all level 1s, except for Gaara, okay? And then I fought the last mission with Zabuza and Haku, Chapter 14. So here's the numbers that I got. Everyone died but Gaara. So I left Kabuto alive, and then I soloed it. So Kabuto's basic attacks when Gaara was not guarding was 9,500. Okay, we're gonna just round up and round down. 9,500 basic attack. Special attack was 23,000. Okay, now remember, Kabuto's a T, so he's taking advantage on Gaara already as it is. Okay, so the moment Gaara started using his guard up, the damage went insanely low. So just with one guard up, with no guard damage reduction, his damage for a special went from 23,000 to 8,400. Okay, his attack went down to 1,000. Now, when I got my tribe up and did my special, and then did my special again back to back, the two buffs of guard damage rate up and guard rate up itself went up double. So I now was blocking 90% of the damage coming in. So his special only did 3,000 from 23,000, and his normal attack did 500. Now these are numbers that are average, guys. So I did 6 battles to average these numbers out. So you can reduce damage as high as 90% on Gaara and your entire team. Just think about that, right? Like that is how good he is as a tank, because all of his moves give you guard rate up, and one of his moves gives you guard damage rate up, and then he also has a regular move that gives you the regular second skill that gives you guard rate up. So if you don't know how guard rate works, is when somebody attacks you, there's a blue shield that pops up, and you'll actually reduce 50% of the incoming damage at all damages. So the only thing that doesn't affect it is burn and poison and things like that. So that's why those kind of help out with fighting someone like Gaara. But just think about that. That's what makes him so good, right? And then of course you got the damage increase. So into his gear, I've actually started leveling his gear up. I got him all to 65. For F2P guys, I really recommend these two last ones. Don't touch them after even 50 or even 30 sometimes, because these two only give you 1 power to 2 power each time you level them. And then I think it's like 15 or 50 or something if you go to the next level of tier. It's really not worth it for F2P, but these two are the bread and butter. You want to make sure you get these up. Now, as you can see here, I haven't awakened his weapon. I don't have enough yet, and I don't have the awakening scrolls, but that is the plan soon. I really should have focused on this, but I ran out. All right, and then lastly, scrolls and talismans. You guys are used to seeing blues. I've actually gone to purples because now I'm at a whole different level with him at 72, but I plan to maximize these. And then lastly, vitality, guys. Now, Gaara, you want the chakra plus 100 to be maxed, or the chakra when taking damage to be maxed, because the tank does take damage and he will increase his chakra and he will stack that sand burial special often. And then lastly, you want his vitality up, of course, because he is a tank. And then when you unlock this will also give him more HP, and that actually goes towards your power scale, right? So if you are going to go for Gaara in terms of Shinobi ranking, you do want to level that up. I will be getting that up. And then lastly, this is super important. So Gaara, all across the board, vitality, you want maxed. Because again, this one here gives you the 47% guard rate up on top of his already trait that he offers constantly. So that puts you at almost 70% guard rate at all times, right? As long as you procs that. So that's pretty much Gaara in a nutshell, guys. Honestly, there's nothing that this guy doesn't bring to the table. He is easily one of the best characters in the game. Easily the best tank for sure. He just lacks a little bit of CC. That's the problem. Crowd control. That's what CC stands for. He doesn't paralyze. He doesn't do stun. So he does take a ton of damage. But when you're looking to stop the enemy, if you don't kill them with Gaara, unfortunately, there's no stopping. Like there's no stunning. There's no paralyze. There's no shadow stitch, etc. So that's kind of his only downfall that he has. But outside of that, he's perfection as a character. So you know what we normally do? We're going to jump into Arena. I actually told you he wasn't the same level. He was only level 65, I believe. Maybe even a little higher, maybe 69, but he wasn't at the same stage as he is now. So we're going to see, as you can see, I lost to Hito. That was a really, really bad match. I watched it. He pretty much hit all of his paralyzes on me. But we're going to just do one of them. Let's just do Luck here today. Luck's got a little more in HP. So what I want to do here, guys, I want to show you Gaara's guard rate up, right? I'm going to slow down the match a little bit. And I'm actually going to show you guys the amount of times he provides guard rate up and the damage that he can put out as a single unit. So I'm gonna probably go first here, as I usually do. My speed's a little crazy, so I'm gonna let my characters go. But when the enemy's attacking, I'm actually gonna do a little slowdown for you, just to kind of show you if guard rate is working. All right, so let's just go through this real quick. Kashi, I'll be getting to 5-star today as well too. So, all right, let's slow this down. No guard rate there, 26081. No guard rate there. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Chances are I'm going to go first every time, guys, so bear with this. I'm sorry. But we can see Gaara's trait here. He already gave everybody guard rate up. And let's just see his damage on a T unit. 32.9. Yeah, 32.9k there. And it was a critical. So, and it was an opposing unit as well, right? Oh, sorry, I didn't slow down the last go around. We'll do it this one here, guys. So Sakura is down. Okay, so let's see if we can get a guard rate. 40k, let's see if... No, not there. So remember, his guard rate is only giving 20-something% right now. So it's not that high until either he does his second skill or his first skill. So still 20-something% isn't bad, but you're not getting the full effect unless he procs those two skills, right? So see, no guard rate there. Okay, so let's see if he does it here. No, so guard rate up again with his trait, but not his skill. Oh, okay, there we go. So now he's going to do his special. So let's actually go through the next round you should see some guard rate up, because he's going to give everybody 20 something percent from his trait, and then another 47% from his special. So now you're going to see about 70% worth of guard rate. So you should see some folks here take a lot less damage with guard rate up. Okay, so let's actually see a special. Now you can see how much damage this does right now. Look at that, 120k for a tank, right? That's pretty insane. So let's watch this now. Okay, so now we have guard rate up for everybody, double. So let's see how much this will do. Normally this will do quite a bit. Look at that, 22,000. You see that blue shield that popped up? 22,000 on the same unit. That normally would have done at least 70, at least a minimum, right? So let's watch another one here. So chances are I will either kill somebody here or stun, so that tribe will stop. And here we go. You guys know my whole take on tribes. Now I am a little faster, obviously, so it benefits me in that regard. So tribe stopped, so no one's going to attack there. He might try his tribe again. I'll co-op this time because he doesn't have a tribe. I'll probably end up at least killing 2 of his units, maybe 3 in this case. But I still want to show you guys the guard rate. But you guys saw that, right? Like Kabuto hit Kirin for 22k, which normally that dissection blade would have at least hit for at least 50 to 70k. So that's what makes guard rate so crazy. It took away 50% or up. Oh, actually more, because that was a special. So it took away almost 70% of the damage coming in, because he gives guard rate damage up as well too. So that's what makes Gaara so good, guys. Look at that, guard rate up again. So let's see if I can not kill somebody this time, maybe. No, it looks like everyone's gonna die. Okay, so I think that proved it though, at least with that one guard rate. Right now, of course, when the special goes off, it stacks with his trait, so that put me at 70%, so you saw it more often. Now, at 27%, it's still pretty good, so keep an eye out on that, guys, when you're using him. If you want to test your own numbers, just go into an elite mission or a standard mission and just put Gaara in, and just watch the numbers start going down in terms of how much you're getting hit by. So that is what makes him the best tank in the game, guys. He makes everybody around him better. He is like the, I'm sorry to say this, LeBron James of in my opinion, of tanks. He just makes everyone better, right? He assists everybody. He brings everybody's guard rate up. He gives everybody guard rate damage up. And he himself does so much damage. And at 50% HP or less, he gives everybody chakra. So there's really nothing he's missing except for the stuns, the paralyze, and the CC. So guys, if you have him, even at 3 stars, I highly recommend using him. The only time I would not recommend, or I would recommend replacing him, is if you have like a Sugetsu or a Jugo at, or even honestly Yamato at 5+ stars. Yamato more at 6, but Gaara definitely at 3 if you have those guys at 4. Even Naruto Kage is not as good as Gaara in terms of a tank. Anyways, guys, I hope this showcase kind of gave you guys an idea of how good he is. I know a lot of people have a lot of questions about who to rank up to 4 first. I highly, strongly recommend that Gaara is your first 4-star if you have all 3s. And then it should be Kirin, Sasuke Kirin. And then I believe there is one other, and the Dara if you have him. The Dara's 4th trait is incredible as well too. So that's the order of operations in terms of who to get up in terms of 4 stars. But Gaara hands down the best trait in the game for a UR. So this is Payne, guys. If you have any questions, you know where to reach me. Send your comments. Please subscribe. Please like. Share the videos, and guys, join the main Discord. I've been posting it, and also my spreadsheet is going to be posted every day, so please use that to create teams and see what every Shinobi does in the game. I will be updating it constantly. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful day, stay safe out there, and we'll talk soon.